Hey there, my little minions. Today I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to work inside Google Drawings. We're going to be using it for our next assignment, which is DIY continent. I wanted you guys to be able to understand some of the basic functions and tools that Google Drawings allows you to set up. So I already have one opened up. You guys will be using it out of your Google Classroom. Um, it'll be titled DIY continent. Okay, we'll just continent. Okay. And first, some of the things that you can do in this application, it's becoming one of my most favorite little things that you can do on Google. It's not perfect, but it does get the job done. So, as we've been talking about in class, landforms, you've been provided with a series of landforms that you had to identify, and now you need to create your own continent. So the first thing you can do is you can always change the background. Okay, so you can right click and you can see where it has background right here, and we can change it to gradient, any color we want. I'm thinking it's probably going to be water of some sort, so I'm going to make the background a water. And if you don't like that color, oh, that's too blue. Okay, you can change it to however you want it to look. The first thing you need to do is you need to draw the outline of a continent, and you have all kinds of tools that at your disposal right here. So we have lines here. You can do a straight line, you can do an arrow, you can do an elbow connector, curve. So it gives you quite a bit of variety. You know, if you wanted to do a straight line, you could draw the line. Okay, let it go. From there, you can change the thickness of that line. Okay, you can change the color of that line. And it gives you options like that. You can make that line dashed. You can make that line polka dot. You can make it solid. So it gives you options. Okay. You can give it a lined end. So I can add an arrow. Okay. I can add whatever I want there. All right. And then you can also do a curved. So if you wanted to draw a curve, anytime I click it, it's going to bend. And this is kind of what I used to make my island. You can make a big gulf. You can really make it any shape that you want. And the best part is when you connect it, okay, it's going to connect off and make your shape. And from here, you can do a variety of things too. You can change the color. Oh, I think my granite land is going to be mostly green. Or maybe I think it's a little drier, arid. Maybe I'll put it a brown. Oh, that's an orange. Forgive me, I'm colorblind. Okay, like a brown. That looks mustard. Okay, so you guys can decide how you want it to look, basically, and the color that you want it to be. And again, you can change the line color. We don't want a line. You want it to be the same color as your drawing, whatever it may be. Okay, and if you make a mistake like I'm doing right now, you can always use this undo arrow to take it off. And typically, once you move this, you can select things, move them. If I wanted to get rid of this, I just press delete, select it, delete. Okay, I can move it to where I want. I decide, it's a little too big. You can change the size of it using this option right here. Okay, you are able to use shapes. So what I used in my example, I used triangles to make the shape for mountains. So I did a couple different triangle sizes, and changed the colors to a typical mountain color. Oops, that's the outline. Okay, from there you can control paste, copy and paste it, so you can make a couple different sizes. Now you see here, maybe I want this triangle here to go to the back. I want a big mountain in the back, let's say. So I can make it bigger, but now see how it's covering up my other ones. An option for you to do is you can right click, and where it says order, okay, you can send it backwards. okay, and it will send it back little by little. All right. You want to be careful about sending it too far back because it'll go behind your whole thing and you won't be able to see it. So you just send it backwards little by little, and it will, as you can see, it starts to slowly sneak in there behind that stuff. So then now there I got some mountains. That looks pretty good. Okay. And if I wanted to add a river, I could use my curvy line again. You know, you could have your river coming out of your mountain. Rivers are windy, so I'll make this really windy. And then I can have it connect there. All right. And anytime I click, it's going to do this back thing. Okay. And then I can fill my shape again with, you know, crystal blue water. Okay. You also have the option to type, and that's this T button. You just make a square. Duran Mountains. Okay. And from here you can highlight it. You can change your font here. You can change the size. You can make it bold. You can change where you want it aligned in the middle. Oh, Duran Mountains looking good. Look at that. Okay. And that's how you're going to name. You can also add an image. If you wanted to search an image, you could search up, and let's see, Oasis. Maybe a cartoon Oasis. That would look better. And a real one. Okay, so we can look down here for options. Maybe I like this one. Let's select it. I'm going to put it in. Okay, and then, whoa, I got a big one. So I need to change this, and I can shrink it, like I said, using this corner option. Just drag and drop. Okay, and now maybe I want to put my Oasis down here, nice and small. Look at that, now I had an Oasis. Okay, so it gives you quite a lot of things to do, a lot of things you can play with. And of course, you have a lot of functions up here that do a lot of the same things. So have fun, be creative, make something cool. And if you have any questions, of course, I'm willing to answer in class. But the assignment is to build your own continent with certain special features and make it look awesome. All right. If you have any questions, you can email me. Enjoy.